The new danger for Africa is elections. Every part of Africa has this danger. Every country where you mention elections, there is always chaos. When you talk about elections, there is always apprehension. There is a state of confusion, a state of apprehension, a state where people are not sure, a state of panic, a state of violence, a state of not knowing what is going to come. Even people reach the extent of packing, even people reach the extent of hoarding goods, even people reach the extent of hoarding money. We are aware that some people are hoarding money to say that there will be an election, expecting bad results always on the continent of Africa. Why do we expect bad results in our own after 66 years of independence? One, the problem of African elections are very clear. Bad electoral commissions. The officials of the electoral commissions in Africa are the main cause of a bad election. Some of them are not even aware of the same laws that they have put forward that have been passed by their own parliaments to conduct elections. As we go to elections in Kenya, as we come back home, we seem to be jumping from one law to the other law, removing one to the other, conceding and removing, relocating laws, constitution. You seem to be saying chapter 6 does not work. You seem to be saying that we don't need to have a chapter 6 in our constitution. What then constitutes a constitution? What then constitutes an election? What type of leaders are countries in Africa selecting or electing? What type of leaders are we electing? Mafia to conduct our business. In Africa, the danger is elections. And when you look at all the countries across the continent of Africa, that danger remains the same. From Zimbabwe.
All right, welcome back, and we do apologize for that technical hitch that we suffered a while ago. This is Africa Showdown, and I think at this point we just get on our main topic of the day. Doc.
Thank you very much, viewers. We are sorry for the delay because of technical hiccups that occurred in our satelliting systems, and we are back. The question today about Africa is, do we create the mess in Africa and blame the West for the mess? The case study is African elections. And in this case study, we shall come back home where we are now. Kenya is going to go to the polls in less than 2 months from now. How are we behaving? What is the behavior? What is the Independent Electoral Commission doing? What has it done? How many people have been rejected, brought in? Those with degrees, those without degrees, those with corruption cases, those without corruption cases, those with good integrity, mixed with bad integrity. Let's go on. You can mention so many bad things. Symbols that are not wanted are included, and you allow. Yet the law says something different. Dead voters registered. Exact number that one candidate cried about is the exact number that IEBC accepted, was the one that was found by KPMG. Do we create the mess? Above all, the mess that we have created, is this constitutional? While we are offline, Miriam came up with something very interesting and a section of the Constitution. Welcome back to the show, Douglas Kirimi from Meru, Paul Onyango from Kenya, Nairobi, and Daniel Sean Wesonga, our investigative editor from the CBD of Nairobi. Welcome back, gentlemen, lady and gentlemen. Now, Miriam, you brought up something very, very interesting there in the Constitution. What is the role of the IEBC in Kenya?
Of course, the role of the IEBC,
No.
the key role is to
Yes.
prepare for the elections and the delimitation of the boundaries. That is its key mandate.
Yeah, but there's something that you said where funding.
Looking at the financing,
Yes, that
financing
is
of
the one
commission.
that will trigger our discussion. Yes.
Okay, so the IEBC is funded by the government through Parliament under an independent budget that is no longer tied to the Ministry of Finance. Parliament is under the duty to allocate adequate funds to enable the Commission to perform its functions. Other funds of the Commission consist of other monies such as grants, gifts, donations, and other endowments given to the Commission. And I think that is where we had our heads spinning, because you're looking at such a commission, a sensitive commission like the IEBC, and you're going to allow funds and donations and gifts.
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
Anybody from outside
Influence.
can influence the elections of Kenya. And we have left this law on our statute books. And the Kenyans, whenever we talk, people call you names. But this law is there. How many gifts has Chebukati declared since he became the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission? How many? Is that not a mess we create ourselves? Then we come up and say there is violence, there is this, there is this. Okay, let's look at the Kenyan election again. Bring up that tick box before I allow my friends to comment on it. Tick box. Number one, what has Chebukati done in the Kenyan election? It's very, very clear. It's very interesting. And in fact, if you follow and read it, you can just go home and tell people that we have lost. Now they have just written, the IEBC has just written, now, this is breaking news. As we are online, Miriam, IBC has written, leave it there, hold it for me. The Kenya's IEBC is preparing a disaster. IEBC, surely. You mix old wine with new wine. An old cloth with a new cloth. It will tear. That's the beginning. Then now you see, you clear thieves, corrupt people, and good and honest people together. You are clearing them. You clear those with fake degrees. And those who have real degrees, who went to school, worked hard, their fathers sold everything they had, Miriam. You have cleared them together with those with fake degrees. You clear those with dangerous symbols, like snakes. Even somebody could bring a dead body symbol here, coffin. IBC will not bother. It will clear you. They will not reject. So I am not blaming anybody now. I'm just opening up to your constitution. You clear those who come late and those who come on time. You saw how many times Kalonzo was given time to extend. Who is giving the mandate to extend the time? If the papers were to be handed on Tuesday, the returning officer, whether the chairman, has no powers to extend unless he goes back to court, Miriam, and asks the court that I have not been able to gazette all these people, but I need some 3 days for them to come back. Believe me or not, this is one of the time that people like Wangigi will go to the Supreme Court and floor our election after we have wasted $60 billion or $6 billion. You extend the dates for viewing the voters register, which is illegal. The voters register was supposed to be viewed 6 months ago. Up to today, Chebukati has been telling us and telling Kenyans and telling observers, independent monitors, that it will be viewed now finally on 20th. We keep quiet. And we all the people in Kenya are seeing this. Even the president is watching this. They are watching while we are going into fire. We extend fire. And you extend the dates. Then you do another thing. You have 240 aspirants. All of them are choosing you as the chairman. Out of 241, let me tell you, Miriam, out of 241, I tell you, 240 have listed Chebukati as the main obstacle. Only one, his complaint was not directed against Chebukati. Now, you have the police, Inspector General of Police, has written a letter, a statement, saying he doesn't, anybody found with marijuana and talking about marijuana in public will be arrested. Did you hear that? If you advocate for marijuana, utashikwa. They will arrest you. And finally, 1.2 million people, errors of fake entries were found 2 months before the elections of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, those watching me, and the Kenyans who want peace in this country, we all want peace in this country. We all want a prosperous Kenya. A Kenya that is vibrant, growing its economy and its people. But the mistakes that IEBC is making, whether constitutional or unconstitutional, whether legally, idle, silent legally, or silent legally, or legally silent, using the article like that one that Miriam has just read, that they can receive gifts without declaring these gifts. Anybody can influence the election of Kenya with the highest gift. Whom do we blame? The Constitution? The IEBC? The people? Or those who refuse to clean the Constitution? Where is the blame? My answer is, we in Africa, we make our own conflicts, then blame the West. At the moment we are blaming, we shall start blaming the West. Oh, they brought gifts. Chebukati took ballot papers. I and Miriam, for 4 years, we have been singing about ballot papers being printed by a Greek company. A Greek company is printing your papers that we have now discovered. Mr. Dwale and Dwale's brother plus another gentleman called Dr. Muge are the ones who went and shopped this company for the IEBC. You know whose side they are. We are going for an election. We know. Our eyes are closed. Greece is a country where you can pay $1 million and print all the papers for Kenya. An extra package. I'm not telling you a lie. We are going into this election when Automorpho says the data that you are looking for, the data that you have used, we shall not release it. And we could also spoil it. Have you seen? Automorpho could spoil the data that Smartica something chat of America is doing. So we have a war of Automorpho versus Smartcard. Ladies and gentlemen, my submission in short, if I were a Kenyan, I would move to court to stop this election. And let me be defeated, and let me be put on record. Let me say what I have said in court. Let the judgment come against me if I were Kenyan. But I will sit comfortably somewhere and painfully, sadly, and I say, I told these people. I'm not a Kenyan, I'm Paul. I'm not even Paul, I'm David. David is preaching to the people of Philippi. All the chapters from chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 4, Paul wrote a letter. Go back to Paul's epistle to the Philippians. You will find what I am talking. The strength is not in the sight of those who see. It is in the sight of Jesus who makes you speak. The Christ will come, speak to you in other volumes like I'm doing. I might not be very religious, but Paul was warning people of the persecution that was going to come. That you might persecute me today. But the people of Philippi, there might be very dangerous rulers. Like 37 years ago, some of us were persecuted. Those who persecuted us are now the ones being persecuted, dragged in metallic vehicles on the road into the same prisons where they wanted us to be. So I'm telling you this, those down and up. There is a story that when you go to the medicine man, he said that those who died and those who are up, gone up, and who are buried here, that there is chaos on these Kenyan elections. And that chaos has been caused by Mr. Chebukati and his team. But Chebukati will come up and say, the constitution that you gave me, it was not me. I took rough measures to the parliament. The parliament chucked me out, refused to take my measures. So, Kenyans, you are on your own. Thank you.
And there's one key point there, Doc, you've brought in, and that is even the ways some of these candidates have been cleared, that is now questionable. And there's still another challenge for aspiring Nairobi Governor Sakaja, who right now his degree paper is under scrutiny, and it is on today's Sunday Nation. Because he's been saying he went to the University of Nairobi. The University of Nairobi has confirmed that he did join Module 2 program in 2003, and he was admitted and was pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science, and studied from first year up to fourth year, but he did not graduate. So he has not graduated that. And we remember he went to Uganda and brought another certificate, and according to the degree certification, the senator is said to have presented to COER. He graduated on October 21st, 2016. That is the other degree he claims to have from Uganda. But a booklet from TEAM that, the school he graduated, the university he graduated from, the booklet that contains the graduates of that year in 2016, October 2016, does not contain Mr. Sakaja's name among those who graduated with the degree he said he graduated from. But nevertheless, the institution in Uganda has confirmed to COER that, Mr. Sakaja attended the program online. Even if you attend the program online and you're graduating, your name has to be included among the graduates. So it's interesting. I don't know if this is a battle that Sakaja will win, but this goes to show how much errors that IEBC has made as far as the preparation of these elections is concerned, and this continues to create more grounds for some legal battles in court. Right now and even after elections. I don't know, what are your thoughts, Daniel?
Before Daniel comes in, I want to make a disclaimer. Sakaja is my son, and I will not discuss for now. I want the Kenyans to know that. I have reasons why I'm going to keep off discussing Sakaja. Is that okay now?
That's okay. Daniel can go ahead.
Yes, I will not discuss Sakaja because I have reasons. And Mark you, the way I'm saying this is painful. It's very painful for me, Dr. Matsanga, to say such because I always like discussing. But it's very painful. And for my own integrity, personal integrity, I will not discuss Sakaja. I leave it to you Kenyans. I leave to the people. I leave to Ruto. I leave to all of you to discuss him because he's my son. And that's all the statement, which is a huge statement. I think, well, I know Mr. Mr. Daniel is up to grab me, but that is what I have said that, please, as you discuss,
All right.
my ears are closed.
All right, you close your ears as you have to discuss Sakaja because in so many interviews in the local media, Daniel, and I'm sure you're usually up to date, you've seen this before, he has said, there's another one particularly in 2007, in an interview, he said he ran on NTV of June last year. The senator told comedian Daniel Ndambuki that he bought his first Mercedes-Benz while in fourth year at the University of Nairobi in 2007. Okay, and saying that our family did not have a lot of money and all that. So he's saying that at that time he was purporting that he had actually graduated. And then this university in Uganda that he said he graduated from, his name is not included in the booklet of the graduates of that year. So, I mean.
Yeah, Miriam, I've been able to see all that material, and for today, I'll say that for the respect that I hold for Dr. Masanga, and, because it's always very difficult to speak after Dr. Masanga has spoken. So.
Daniel.
And these are facts
Please,
in the Daily Nation.
For me, these are facts that are in the paper.
That they have investigated,
But
so it's not what he says.
Wait first. I have withdrawn from the debate of discussing this guy. One is my son. Doesn't that statement make it very clear for you?
So Daniel, is he your brother? What
all right, let me keep up Dr. Masanga.
To discuss it.
And on this one, I'll say that there is a waterloo that is awaiting Senator Sakaja ahead, and if all these claims are actually true, if all the relevant agencies are going to do what we call a due diligence and put that degree from the Teens University in Uganda to scrutiny, then we might say that there's a lot of an uphill task ahead for Senator Sakaja. So whatever I've been seeing since morning is that, IEBC cleared Senator Sakaja, but it will be another gruesome battle before they get to maybe to do what we call gazetting his name as a duly verified candidate for the Nairobi gubernatorial contest. So is he gonna maybe pass through via the dragnet of all these agencies that are actually scrutinizing his degree from the Teams University, or is he gonna get trapped and not appear on the ballot? So that is another question that actually should linger in the minds of Kenya Kwanza and most importantly, Senator Sakaja himself. Because all these claims, someone said having a degree or a credible degree is like having a girlfriend. If some people start raising questions about it, then most probably you might not be having it.
Okay, and of course the University of Nairobi has come out categorically to say Sakaja indeed was a student there, but he has not graduated from there. And of course Sakaja did not present those papers to...
So let me ask you one thing. Yeah. I said I will not talk, but I'll ask devil's advocate. How did which degree was used to give him senatorship?
This one from Uganda. We need to interrogate these degrees from Uganda because even Malala, his was questionable. Is it easier to acquire
one? He became a senator of Jubilee.
Yes.
On what degree?
think, Miriam, if I'm not wrong, the law does not require anyone to have a degree for you to vie for the position of senator. It's just like the MP, you only need to have a Form 4 certificate.
Okay, for which papers? Let's say those papers are with the IEBC. That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah,
why didn't the IEBC go back and ask whether these are the same papers he presented or not?
Exactly.
So that's why I'm. My claim is I am not going to discuss a person, but I am discussing technicality. Yes, look at the technicality, the mixture, the confusion you are bringing to Kenyans. This is a very sensitive slot. The governor of the city of Nairobi, Nairobi County, is every opinion is on it. You don't bring in dodgy things on it. You don't come and do funny things that Chebukati is doing. Honestly, he's bringing this chaos here in Nairobi. Sakaja has supporters, and these other people also have supporters. The Raila group of Azimio, huge number, that you can't defeat them here. We are bringing fire into this county. The confusion is bringing fire here. It will end up in the streets. If you disqualify one whom you have already given a certificate, then you call this one. Someone atasema, hii sasa, watu ya marijuana muko wapi? Kuja. Wengine kuja. Hasara kuja. Twende. Kazi itakuwa hapa. We are creating
a lot of confusion, and
that is exactly
IBC is a mess.
Ma'am, that's what I'm saying here.
I agree with you on that, because it's IBC's fault, and of course, the song has reminded us as a senator, you really don't need to have an academic qualification.
That's how it
so that's why it passed.
Yes,
it was not
but
required.
now why didn't he quickly run to the college like Sonko? You can destroy Sonko. But you can't destroy Sonko that he did not graduate in Nairobi University.
And Dr. Masanga, for
Sonko went and started. In fact, he called people for graduation.
Yes, he made it open that he went to school.
We have disqualified Sonko on other behavior of having died in 2005 and resurrected. You can disqualify him there. But as far as going to school, Douglas, Sonko got his master's degree. In fact, he went for the master's.
Yes, and he sat in class and posted photos.
And you know what? You can call Sonko names, but at the moment, Sonko cannot be called names for having not gone to school.
Regardless of how he attended.
That is very good.
Whether he sat or whatever.
Now, as long as the academician, the university, the chancellor, Mr. Mbithi, put a signature on your degree.
That's it.
That's it. Sonko did it. You can. That's why anybody who is knocking out Sonko cannot knock him on education. You are knocking Sonko on this other behavior of touching the money here and this, that. But on education, he did it.
And of course, we have to remember that this accreditation was just brought just a few hours before he was cleared.
Yes.
Sakaja. People are joking, we're still waiting for Kampala bus
yes,
to bring the papers.
Because they have already got intelligence from Kampala that he was on the bus or on aircraft.
The paper was brought.
And now there is even more. That's why I said, let me keep quiet. I am the son. I'm the father.
And this team university, Doc, do you know it? I've not heard of it.
No, I don't want to know. Ma'am, I said let me run away from it. Douglas,
Let me Google
can we have something more? Can you say something about this?
Google this as Douglas speaks. Team University, St. Lawrence.
Douglas.
I think Douglas has left
Paul
conversation.
is the one there.
Paul, can you?
Yes, Dr. Yeah, I'm disappointed with the IBC. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm seriously disappointed with IBC. We cannot be having, the law is well laid. The requirements, just like you are looking for employment. You are provided the qualification before your application. those people are vying for political seats. They are also applying. So when IBC is doing verification through the agencies of the government, there's always results about them. So the double speak or the double standard that is being applied, that you select some, you award certificates to run as candidates, some you deny, it becomes a fiasco now. And I think it is not by the rule of law. I think it might be because we were talking about the token, somebody being given token. Probably we can assume that Chebukati probably got a token to break the law. That could be my assumption for us for now. But he's inviting a legal battle that will probably might delay the elections if he's not careful.
Is there a possibility of us delaying these elections? Can one Kenyan like Onyango go to court and say, given all this mess?
I think even not necessarily them, anybody can go to court. Even me, I can go to court.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, any Kenyan, can I give you the documents? I'll write the law documents and we petition. I'm very good at writing petitions. I'll give you a petition. You'll make a day because you tell. Let the judge look at your eyes and say, this 2022 August, 11th or 10th August, Kenyans will be smiling. Let one judge say, and you keep quiet. You don't look. Leave that court when you are. Miriam, did you see when Judge Odunga dismissed my petition on Justice Waki? I walked out smiling. And thank you very much, Justice Odunga and Justice Mativo. The late Justice Anguto. May your soul rest in peace. You are my man. May your soul rest in peace, Baba. You stood by me. The two judges threw out my application. They called me a Ugandan. They say I am a foreigner. I cannot be able to file an application. But yet, Kenya's domesticated international crime article is a law. So no foreigner can come to ask about work envelope. Can I tell you what is going to happen this month? The work envelope is back. On 29th of this month, it will be hallelujah. And who is going to smile on Onyango and Daniel and Miriam? Dr. David Nyekorach Matanga. I'm going to smile. While all these guys run with their trousers looking for me, I will be like a needle. Empiso. Wesonga, what do you call it in Bunyala? Impiso. You will not see me. My phone will be switched off. Don't ask me. Ask yourself. Cry for yourself, the children of and the women of Jerusalem. Work envelope, if we had taken it out. The judge in Kenya, in ICC would say, which one am I looking for? It is not there. It's out of the books of Kenya, isn't it? So why are you charging me here, Mr. Paul Chichero? You are charging me, take me back home to my court. Because the evidence you are talking about was rubbish. But up to today, Kenyans have not removed that work envelope. Any other person will spring up in the metros of Europe will arrest one of these people. If I'm wrong, God is watching. So here we are, the IEBC. Is there again? Onyango has a point. Daniel has a point. Miriam, you have a point. What do we do from here? Here we are, the case of Nairobi, very critical. The case of Kagamega, very critical. The case of the people, 241 names that were submitted, of which the IEBC wrote to EACC. The case is going to be ruled on Friday. And give me a dinner. I don't want to talk about it. If just give me a dinner on that Friday, hope God you find me with some little money to drink water. Kenya decision 2022 August is going lies in that case. You get my point? There are people who should stop the mess. This is a mess created by IEBC. And if we create the mess, we are going to have so many work report envelopes. So you better stop it before we cross over. Has somebody got the gifts? Was somebody gifted? Has the president received the report of IEBC for the whole year? Mr. President, you are about to leave. Have you received the report?
You're supposed to annually.
Yes, annually he's going. Is he going to receive it when we are already in chaos?
And government calendar starts in June.
In June. So, as Chebukati up to now, Mr. President, I'm asking a good question to His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. Answer me, or anybody there, answer me. Have you received this report from Chebukati? And if you receive it, Mr. President, sir, my good Pan-African friend, mkwano gwange, rafiki yangu, hii mtu mwambie apaki vitu yake aende. And you call stakeholders, wakae kwa meza, Raila, Ruto, the marijuana man, everybody, wakae kwa meza, muite parliament back. You can postpone this election so that it doesn't cause you bloodshed. I'm not saying there will be bloodshed, no. But there, if you, for example, if you, look at the tick box. You have mixed people who have a fake degree within those who went to school and labored and sold their animals. And somebody who sat in Kenya and bought a degree from a university which is well known, of which we have relatives who are professors in that university. And if they tell you that that thing is not there, what do? Let me go home. Just close the studio, we go, we sit each other tomorrow. That's why I refuse to talk about this. Personal integrity. You have Googled the university. You mean those people don't speak Luganda like me? We're Songa, that's why I kept quiet. Why? I kept quiet. Personal integrity. The whole thing, law number 73, Article 73, 75. Chebukati is only reading Article 75. Chebukati should read Article 73 and Article 75 of the Constitution. Personal integrity. If you don't have it, you step aside. If you have a query, you cannot go to Safaricom and get a job and tell Safaricom managing director that the other one I will solve, but give me this one. Personal integrity. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You think we have no relatives? We only leave these things, sleeping dogs, to lie. Kwame Nkrumah told Patrice Lumumba, Ruto has manufactured lies around the Kenyans. He has manufactured a lot of lies. That atmosphere of lying. Oh, I'm the one who did it. Today at 9 o'clock, I'm told he will be on NTV. Who is going to listen to that crap? to lie to us again. And I don't know why this man, what is his name? This is the guy who doesn't want to be on a direct debate. Now, Ageyo is giving him a platform. I don't know what Ageyo stands to gain out of this. He's a very good editor. He knows Ruto is going to tell Kenyans lies. And the Kenyans believe in lies, not in the truth. Do you know if you want to die quickly, come to Kenya and start telling the truth. They will kill you. Hey, utakufa. Upesi kabisa. Some of us here, our lives are being threatened every day. Because you talk a bit of lies. Like now the lie that Mr. Sakaja is bringing here. If you come out and tell the truth, utaona watu wana knock on your door. So hii mambo, this election has got a fiasco. Miriam, let people make their final comments. I make a quick takeaway. The law is very clear. Have we abandoned from the Constitution of Republic of Kenya, which prohibits marijuana to be smoked publicly in public places or in private places? You can't grow them because it's not a crop in the policy documents, blueprint of Ministry of Agriculture. It's a natural habitat. It's a natural growth root that grows. If it is naturally growing on mountain acorn, fine. But if they find you have bought a greenhouse and you are growing it, Mr. Mutambai should arrest you plus your greenhouse, destroy it, blow it up. If it includes the house, if it's possible. Because this is not Mexico. This is a developing country where our children must learn good behavior. You cannot take your children to US and then kill other people's children. Hiyo tutaanza hapo. I'm ready for confrontation with Wachikoya. My children are in the US, in UK. I cannot kill other people's children in Africa. Yes. I cannot come here to preach to the children that start, let's have bangi, reggae. Media mine have grown. I cannot kill others' children.
I'm just curious, Doc. The way going to school is very difficult. I think all of us have gone to school as adults, and it's not the easiest of things. You study until 4th year, and you don't graduate. I'm curious to know why, Daniel. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm still curious to know. How do you study 4 years or whatever amount of years that is required for that program,
and then you don't graduate?
And then you don't graduate.
Because you might have done very badly.
Something there is not.
You must have. No, listen. And you don't go back all these years.
And at that point, because
you could have gone back because
yes, and completed.
Yes, and completed.
And it's not lack of school fees, because according to the stories he's been giving on interviews, he was driving a Mercedes-Benz when he was on his 4th year. So school fees cannot be a problem.
He started, no, before Nani comes in, he started smoking marijuana.
We don't know that.
Yes, he does.
Say allegedly.
No, I have seen him smoke.
Okay.
This is my son. That's why I'm very afraid of talking about him.
Okay.
This is a guy who can drink and urinate in a hotel.
Personal integrity here is that question.
we have a problem here. And the people are not telling the truth wa jameni. Hii mtoto alianza kunywa pombe. Anaharibika. He cannot even face me. In fact, for me, if you remove a pistol from Chakaja, I can slap him, and he will kneel down and say, Daddy. I don't want this. These are lies. Where's Songa finish?
Yes, Miriam, I think whatever Dr. Masango is
The
saying
guy
is
can
absolutely.
smoke 5 packets of cigarette. You are seated in a hotel, you have a good discussion, anasimama you go to Kempinski behind there, you find him. What is it? What the hell is it? This one and the Koinange. These are the people that I hate in this place. One of the things that made me leave Koinange's shows is that thing of hammering this thing, then you come to Matsanga, who is intelligent. Osh. Ninyi wa Afrika bwana, mzungumizanga kwa ya haki. Koinange sends me to buy cigar. I told him, then I bought one day, I bought a cigar from Amsterdam when I used to go to ICC. I brought the cigar, he said, this is low grade. Okay, low grade. So when I went back to buy cigar, I'm telling you the truth, Mimi Sifike.
The Cuban cigars.
Yeah, they told me, this one you need a certificate. Yeah. So mommy, I said, me, the man in the supermarket asked me, are you the one smoking it? Then I told him, do I look like I smoke? Mzungu. He said, you need a health certificate. Where are you going? Where are you flying? Kenya. You need a health certificate. Umesikia mama? Kumbe hiyo kitu. So, being a very inquisitive, intelligent, mimi nilizaliwa kwa intelligence, so nafanya hiyo kazi. I went back and then came with kofia. I asked one of the girls that I want to buy something. What is this? Why does somebody? I picked the packet and I came back and I stood in another corner. Asked the girl, the lady there, why do they need a certificate for this? He says, this thing, you know, Amsterdam here, they have legalized it. It has marijuana. I said, they said, if you carry it to Jomo Kenyatta Airport, and those dogs, you know the police has dogs, isn't it? Which smell that thing. You need a certificate from the country of entry. Yeah. So nilirudi niambia Mr. Koinange, why do you smoke marijuana bwana? Tulianzia na hapo. Si ndio anilitoa kwa show. Up to today, he has not forgiven me. He doesn't call me for his show because I told him the truth that you lied to me. You wanted me to be arrested with those big cigars which contain marijuana. So friendship ilisha. Watu waoni mimi kwa show ya Koinange tena. What do I lose? The voice, that English. Maybe nothing else. I'd rather not be there. That's why he calls PLO Lumumba. You think I'm not his friend? He started avoiding me when I came to the truth of smoking this cigar, which contains marijuana. So you go in the toilet, smoke, then come back. I said, no. I'm now talking the truth. If someone wants to sue me, can sue me, I will pay. But be careful that I will go and buy the same. I don't need a visa like a Koinange. I will just climb. I don't need a visa to go to Europe. I'm sorry. If he chooses me, I will go and get a certificate from the Minister of Health. He's my friend. Atampatia nilete hiyo. Tuende kotini. If that was not, who didn't see him smoke in Intercontinental? I have CCTV videos. So it broke our relationship. Me smoke and this type of thing, I don't like. Uyu Sakaja ana smoke. Alikuwa very terrible smoker. Even recently in Kamukunji grounds, you saw the way he looks. Finished like this. People wanted to address, it's finished. Is my son. I want to say something here. And
you said everything. Now what?
No, you have not said anything bad. I've said what everybody knows. But I've not
Okay.
said what can bring
And of
down.
course, actual science is trending right now on Twitter, and Kenyans have so much to say.
Yes, what is actual science?
Actual science.
Actual.
And someone here is saying, by the name Murgor, Sakaja is cool, but kuchomoa degree at Uganda after years of studying actual science at Nairobi University is one gangster move.
It's a gangster
Who
move.
does
How do you go and get a degree
After studying 4
after
years,
studying
instead of
4 years?
graduating,
Why don't you go to
and
Nairobi
then
University?
it's not even Makerere, a respected university that we know, because if somebody tells me they went to Makerere, I respect that.
Now,
Some
let me give you another one as
That
we close.
I have to Google and try to understand.
I am now, I've registered as a student of Roehampton University. I have been studying for a degree online with Roehampton University, where I pay $1,600. Corona came, everything came down. I went back quietly, I struggled. Everybody was excused because the worker the worker you deliver in is recorded in Britain. Is CBC.
It is. Anyone studying online, my brother is taking his master's
Yes.
online. There's records of
When the
attending
time
class.
comes for graduation, how can your name miss?
It should not. And you know what?
Ah.
There are only 4 people who graduated with that degree is claiming to have graduated. Only 4, and he's named in official.
You can blame people, but at times let's blame ourselves, the mess. We in Africa, that's why I brought this topic.
Daniel will say something before we interrupted. Daniel, go ahead and make your final submissions now. I need to
Yeah,
head
thank
home
you
now.
so much, Miriam. And I think it all culminates to common maybe argument that IBC erred in the clearance of Senator Johnson Sakaja because his degree credentials from the Teams University in Uganda are actually in a state of questioning. It is not that maybe the university itself is low-grade university, but rather the credibility of the university. And like Dr. Matsanga said earlier on in the conversation, when Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko, the former governor of Nairobi, actually went to school to study so that he would be able to vie as governor of this city, he actually made sure that everyone saw that he was in school. So I don't know the reason why Senator Johnson Sakaja did not want anyone to see that he was actually studying in this particular university in Uganda. And he made us all believe that he actually graduated with actuarial science from the University of Nairobi. So to me, I think there's a storm that is coming, ahead of the gazettement of all the aspirants who have met the IEBC threshold. And if IEBC is going to play games with this particular matter, then to actually set a basis where maybe these elections could be contested. Just like Dr. Matsanga said, they should not mix new wine in the old in the same wine skin as the old wine, because it will actually now disturb the credibility of its vetting and whichever process that it might have undertaken in the past in regards to clearance of the candidates. So I'm waiting to see how this plays out. But the clarity of the matter is that Senator Johnson Sakaja might not have a credible degree to vie for the Nairobi gubernatorial position. And therefore, we have a lot of questions on this particular degree that he obtained from Teams University in Uganda, when speculations and evidence is coming out that even his name was not in the graduation book of 2016. So where did he get this degree, and who are his classmates? Why did his name miss out in the graduation booklet? So all these credibility questions actually also cast a shadow on IEBC. So IEBC and Senator Johnson Sakaja will have to come out clear, and if not, then we might as well say that IEBC is actually setting a precedence that might actually bungle the 2022 election. I submit, Miriam.
Okay.
Sakaja was born on 2nd of and he obtained his identity card on 3rd of April 2008. Why did he wait for a long time?
And
Woo! Another letter has just arrived.
And in that interview, he said he studied in the University of Nairobi. He also added that he never studied outside Kenya, but now his degrees is from you. Anyway, don't we have to end the show now?
No, this is very interesting for you. In fact, you have tough eyes. Allegation coming our way from social media that St. Lawrence University academic testimonials were forged.
That is for Malala now. That's a different.
Eh?
St. Lawrence was for Malala, I believe.
St. Lawrence what? University?
Yes, the qualification. That is what Malala presented.
This candidate has never been admitted. They have, St. Lawrence University said he has never been admitted in this school before.
Who, Malala?
Yes. No.
Because now with these allegations, that will, because I know even a lot of Kenyans who leave Kenya to go study in Uganda, but with such allegations now, that might even affect...
This is not Malala. This is St. Lawrence, the university.
Sakaja went to team.
No, it's St. Lawrence University.
And Malala went where?
First of all, Miriam, he had presented papers from St. Lawrence.
And that's why...
he presented a paper from St. Lawrence.
Yeah, I thought I was getting confused.
Then he quickly switched to Team University. Because St. Lawrence said, you present our paper, we tell you the truth. And this letter has been written to the High Commission of Kenya High Commission, Kampala, Uganda, PO Box 5222, Kampala, Uganda, Plot 3, Upper Kololo Terrace.
And Malala, which university, Daniel, cleared him from Uganda?
You know, Dr. Charles W. Masaba is my OB. Oh, Daktari.
Daniel, remind us, Malala from what university?
Malala is another university. I think he said Daniel, Malala said he went to one university where? He went to UCI, USUI.
Or USIU.
But he does not, the year he graduated.
Okay, Malala graduated.
Yeah,
USIU confirmed.
Yeah. Okay. They confirmed.
Yeah, because I was getting.
But this one now,
St. Lawrence,
now Dr. Charles W. Masaba, the Vice Chancellor, has said he was never admitted in this university.
At St. Lawrence.
Yes.
Because that is what he presented last week, and I remember we talked about it. And now I'm.
So where has Chebukati taken this degree?
I was shocked to be reading about Team University here.
Chebukati, Mr. President, summon Mr. Chebukati, get the report on the elections, terminate his job. Tell Kenyans the truth that the election is going to lead us into chaos. That's it. Me, I'm here as an international man, I will wait. Can I send you this letter? So that you can read it nicely, because, hey, walala, Ruto and the mafia has arrived in Kenya, Republic of Kenya. Hey. There's no degree that he... Is there a degree that he reads second class with honors? No. It's either... Yes. Here, Onyango Mondi, you are wrong. There's a flat degree without honors, like the one Museveni got in Dar es Salaam University. So Mr. President got honors in political science, international relations. So the point here is this. If people are suffering like this, people who pay school fees, who sell their cows, hey, Miriam, let me tell you, as a final thing, we don't need even to do anything more than this. We go home. I went to apply, listen, I went to go to the school in London. That's 1989. I went to Thames, I saw application. So I made the application I want. Do you know what they told me? You know what they told me? Dr. David, by then there was nothing. He said, Matanga, Nyekorach, David, Matanga. Don't tell us anything you studied where. Go and start foundation course. Do you hear me? Yes. Sir, do you hear me? This is what the man, I had gone. I went. I said, this is, I can feel this. I said, no. Ibiti yote ya Uganda. This is exactly the truth. Ibiti ya Uganda tupa. Hatutaki kusikia mambo yako. Aski Wachikoya. Mambo ya Kenya, kama ulikuwa polisi, uliua watu, ulijingia watu, unafanya nini, uligonga watu, we don't want to know. Can you go and start afresh? Voila. The only thing we shall need from you, David, is your certificate for all levels, which I had. Copy. I wrote, they gave me that. The rest, start afresh. Go. I went back. I'm now telling you, Thames College, they recruited me. Sasa tunaanza hii mambo. The teacher is saying I was ahead of the teacher. The teacher said, "Hala, hii mambo tena mambo gani?" There's a bright student there. I am telling you, by the end of the year, the Muzungu was leaving me the class. Deal it with David. David, how many do you want to have a team this afternoon or this evening? Anybody who would like some discussion further with David? David alikuwa David. Tulianza kuchenga. Foundation course is all you need. And it is the A levels of United Kingdom. You are talking about Shakespeare, you are talking about this. All unaandika, unapita. So from the foundation course, you have your student reference number. One, moja peke yake. Itakutambua paka mwisho ya mwezi, paka mwisho ya inchi, ya dunia. In Britain, there is no other number. You just go for a small job in Sky News. They say, oh, Sky News. Okay, you want to become what? Your student number, sir? Iko siku hizi ndio wameleta kwa computer, wana punch. Okay. But sir, you have not paid the loan. Inakuona hapa. You have not paid the loan, student loan. That alone inaanza kukuletea shida, mama. So the best thing that people should do, if you go and that is why I'm very proud of Wachikoya. From Camden town, on the way coming back to Croydon, We talked and I said, why don't you, are you going to school? I said, yes, for me, I go to Tooting. He said he's going for a foundation course. Where? In North London College, which was next to North London University. From there, Wachikoya progressed. And I give a credit where it is due, Jermaine. The guy progressed. He hammered, he passed. It was a joke. So we could joke in the evening, said, had I not brought you here, where would you have this? Certificate, diploma moja, diploma, you wanakupatia diploma. Then from the diploma, if you have not done any O levels, wanakupatia certificate kwanza. Wanakusomesha hizo zote za nyuma. Ndio napanda, naingia paka university. My dear sister, that's how the life is. So I thank you very much. Especially, I'm very proud of you. You have gone to school, and you are going to school, and you are going high. Never deny your child education. You see how Sakaja is suffering? And you asked the question, 4 years.
Surely.
And you wasted it, you went to drive a Mercedes.
And studying is hard.
It's hard.
You study 4 years and then you decide, I'm not going to.
Especially something to do with actuarial science.
Yes.
It's hard.
It is.
Miriam, you know, you are saying
All
it is
those
hard.
years.
I know it. I know it. I was doing this course in Roehampton. It's tiresome. And you find girls who are doing the same course, the master's degree. They have just come from the fresh university with new ideas. And your accent, when they put you on virtual link, your accent in a kuhua. Then later on, the teacher realized I knew quite a lot of institutions in the world that talk about strategic management, African Union. Don't go for things that will fail you. Go for things that you can defeat. That is the trick of the exam. Don't go for European history. When they ask you when the Romans conquered this, you don't know. Go for Buganda Kingdom history. Kabaka Chwa, Kabaka Mwanga is the one who slaughtered the Christians. Suna was after Kabaka Chwa. Chwa produced Suna produced Mwanga. The Muzungu said, who is Mwanga? You win, you get your masters. But if you start European history, Russia, the Tsar, which is Tsar number 1, Tsar number 2, do you know them? So thank you very much, viewers. That is another day. Career advisor is here. But why we are talking about this is because of Mr. Chebukati. Not
Chebukati.
Chebukati. You have confused us. I think Wanjiki was right. Mwangi was right, and all the candidates, they deserve to be mixed in a mixture, but not a mixture. So all this by Friday, when the ruling comes out, I hope it comes out nicely, Kenya will be relieved. You can't allow people to do an exam, to go and get a job when they have something to finish with this other one.
And also, I think the person also we should blame is the Commission for University.
Yes.
Yes. Because they're the ones who clears and gives.
Yes, and the Commission for University of Nairobi, of Kenya, Commission for University.
Education, yeah.
Someone there is working with in cohort with fraudsters.
So we should investigate. We should investigate that institution.
Yes, and unfortunately, Kinoti has laid down his arm. Mzee Kinoti, jaribu kutafuta mtu huyo mwenye anakilia hapo madigrio. Thank you very much, viewers. Today we have not take away. We are going home. This world is not our home. We are just passing through. Jim Reeves, don't forget, Dr. Matsanga will be on TV live tonight. on K24. I've been called. Another TV, you called me too late. I'm now becoming sellable. It's because of my facts. Are you not happy? Yes, I'll be there tonight. Glue yourself on it. And tomorrow, don't forget the Cats TV, 10 o'clock, Nico. Itakuwa nagonga Mr. Ruto. Ruto, no, tomorrow Ruto, you are escaping. I'm on this mission. Yeah, something. Paka arudi kwa on the basement. Bado analeta shida. Most likely I will be on TV 47. My timetable is becoming hectic. But don't forget, on Tuesday, we have Dr. Philip Kisia. From Tuesday is our in-house analyst. Every Tuesday until the end of the month, the 2 months until the elections. He will be with us, dissecting, facing the fire. Every Tuesday, there you are. Miriam, wherever you'll be, you might be off or whatever.
Yeah, I'll come in
but
a bit late.
But you can tune in. We shall be here for 2 hours. You will be anchored in for 2 hours and they will be answering several questions. The winning formula. Which one?
Okay.
Voter apathy. Is it going to occur? Dr. Philip Kisia, the former town clerk of Nairobi. Welcome to the show in advance. I don't smoke any cigar. Oh, cigar. What? Yeah. Thank you very much, viewers. This is Frontline Africa Television, the oldest television south of Sahara. Ndio inazungumza ukweli. Thank you very much, Daniel Sean Wesonga. Keep the legacy going. And don't miss our trip.
All right. We thank you for watching.
Daniel?
Yes, Doc. I'll be available there.
You might not be. Yeah, you'll miss. You know, you can see Miriam is going much early on Tuesday so that we don't miss a good show. By the way, Miriam might go to Rwanda to cover the Commonwealth. Shake my hand, my dear.
Well, yeah.
No, start filling the forms. Yes, she's coming. I'm gonna pick the phone. Please don't worry on that. You are going. Commonwealth heads of state reporting live from Rwanda. At least utupatie masiku 3 peke yake. 3 days before you come back, my dear daughter. Thank you very much. You will see. You will be fantastic from there. Live from Rwanda. We are going to advertise the program. That is something you cannot miss. His Excellency, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, will be available in the Commonwealth. His Excellency, the last Commonwealth for President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Surely, how can you miss reporting from there? I would have gone myself. But Kagame, not Kagame, I would have gone myself because I have, the Secretary General is my friend. They have accredited, actually do the accreditation, look at their form.
Let's finish the show first and then we can
No, we
talk
finish.
about that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Miriam says we talk later, but we are coming. Frontline has to go. I have to tell people, I have to look for, at least you go. This is very important.
We'll look at that, but I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, God willing, with Good Morning Africa.
At 9.
We both will be. Thank you for watching.